Hey everyone, Alex here back again with another Kansas City Chiefs update. But before we jump into today's big story, let me pause for just a second because I have to be honest, most of you who watch my videos every single week still haven't subscribed, yet I see the numbers and I know you're watching, but you haven't hit that little red button. So do me a favor right now if you love the Chiefs, if you want breaking updates, if you don't want to miss a single piece of news about Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Rashee Rice, or anyone else on this roster, make sure you click that subscribe button and turn on the bell because that way you'll always be ahead of the rest of Chiefs Kingdom. And trust me, you don't want to miss this one because today's update is all about how Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs looked razor sharp in their preseason finale against the Chicago Bears, and how things took a surprising twist that left fans talking. Now, let's dive right into it, because this game was supposed to be just another tune-up for Mahomes and the starters. But oh man, it became so much more than that. Patrick Mahomes came out looking exactly like the quarterback we know and love the face of this franchise, the two-time Super Bowl champ, the guy who has made magic on the field year after year. And what stood out the most was how smooth and confident he looked from the very first drive. You could feel the energy, even though it's just preseason. You could see Mahomes had full command of the offense, hitting receivers in stride, moving the ball with ease, and showing that trademark pocket awareness that makes him the best in the game. The first drive set the tone perfectly. Mahomes drops back, scans the field, and delivers a strike to Rashee Rice, the second-year wide receiver, who has been under the microscope all off-season. And let me tell you, he looked ready to silence all doubters. The timing between Mahomes and Rice looked sharp. And if that connection carries into the regular season, watch out, because that's the kind of chemistry that can take this offense to another level. And of course, it wasn't just Rice making plays. The offensive line looked crisp, giving Mahomes plenty of time in the pocket. And we all know how dangerous he becomes when he's not pressured. He was spreading the ball around, moving the chains, and making it look effortless. Chiefs Kingdom had to be smiling ear to ear because it was vintage Mahomes. Even in a game that technically doesn't count, it felt like a message to the rest of the league. The Chiefs' offense is locked and loaded. But here's where it gets interesting. The Bears didn't just roll over after Mahomes set the tone. They fought back, and they fought hard. The Chiefs built up a strong lead behind that first-half performance, and for a while, it looked like Kansas City might cruise to a comfortable preseason win. But football is never that simple. Chicago started clawing their way back in the second half with their backups making big plays, and suddenly we had a real game on our hands. This wasn't just a meaningless preseason matchup anymore. It turned into a battle. The Bears found rhythm on offense, and their defense stepped up against the Chiefs' backups. Kansas City fans, who were already celebrating, had to pause and watch closely because Chicago slowly chipped away at the lead possession after possession. The energy in the stadium shifted, and you could feel that momentum starting to tilt in the Bears' favor. Now let's talk about something important here. Preseason games are not really about wins and losses. They're about evaluating talent. They're about making sure your stars stay healthy and figuring out who deserves those final roster spots. But even in preseason, when you blow a lead and lose in the final moments, it still stings a little bit. And that's exactly what happened. The Bears rallied all the way back, and when the final whistle blew, the scoreboard read 29-27 in favor of Chicago. And let me ask you this, Chiefs Kingdom, what's your takeaway from a game like this? On one hand, you saw Patrick Mahomes looking unstoppable, Travis Kelce getting his touches, Rashee Rice looking sharp, the offense clicking just the way Andy Reid wants it to. But on the other hand, you saw the backups struggling to hold the line against the Bears' second unit. You saw the defense give up big plays, and you saw the game slip away in the final minutes. To me, the biggest headline is simple: Mahomes and the starters are ready. The regular season cannot come soon enough because this offense is already in rhythm. They look confident, they look dangerous, and they look like they're ready to defend their Super Bowl crown. But at the same time, this game reminded us of something very real: depth matters. The NFL is a long season. It's a grind. Players get banged up, and you need that second and third wave of talent to hold strong. And today's game showed there are still questions about those backup roles. But let's bring it back to Mahomes for a second, because he was the story. When he was on the field, the Chiefs looked like a well-oiled machine. The precision, the accuracy, the leadership, it was all there. And the fact that he's already in midseason form in late August, that should scare every defense in the league. If you're a fan of any other team, you're watching this tape and you're nervous because Mahomes didn't miss a beat. Now I know some of you are probably asking, should we be worried about the loss? Should Chiefs Kingdom hit the panic button? And my answer is no, not at all, because this is preseason. Like I said earlier, the final score does not matter. The Bears can celebrate their comeback, but when the real games start, Patrick Mahomes won't be standing on the sideline, watching with his helmet off. He'll be on the field leading drives and putting points on the board. What matters is that the offense looks sharp and they're walking out of this game healthy. One thing I want to highlight too is the energy inside the team. You could see the players hyping each other up. You could see Mahomes encouraging the younger guys. Even after the Bears made their run, this is a team that believes in each other and believes in their system. And that's exactly what you want to see heading into Week 1. And speaking of Week 1, it is right around the corner. And let me tell you, if Mahomes keeps playing the way he looked in this preseason finale, we are in for another magical season. The Chiefs are chasing history. They want to be the next dynasty, and they know the window is wide open. Mahomes looks locked in. Kelce looks as hungry as ever. The defense still has work to do, but we know Steve Spagnuolo will make adjustments. And when you put it all together, this is still the most dangerous team in football. So Chiefs Kingdom, I want to hear from you. What was your favorite moment from this preseason finale? Was it Mahomes leading that perfect drive? Was it Rashee showing flashes of greatness? Was it seeing the offensive line dominate? Or were you more concerned about the defense giving up that rally? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now, because I love hearing from you. Guys, your opinions make this channel so much better, and I always respond to as many of you as I can. Before we wrap up, let me just say this. If you're watching this right now and you still haven't subscribed, please stop waiting. Hit that subscribe button. Join this community, because we are building something special here. Every single week, I'm bring you the latest updates, breaking news, injury reports, and insider analysis, all about your Kansas City Chiefs. And I promise you, you'll always walk away knowing more about your team than before. All right, Chiefs Kingdom, that's all for today's video. Mahomes looked sharp. The Chiefs offense looked dangerous. The Bears might have stolen the preseason win, but when the regular season kicks off, the real Chiefs are going to show up. And that means fireworks. Buckle up, because this is going to be one wild ride. Alex signing off. I'll see you in the next one. And as always, go Chiefs.